Hey guys, now like I promised in my last video I would start with my superhero and villain origins. But first we'll start off with a superhero origin. And like I said, we'll be starting it with one of Marvel's best heroes. I've decided we'll start with the origins of James Howlett, aka the Wolverine. Since Wolverine's my favourite Marvel character, I thought it'd be best to start off with this badass. Now, his real name is James Howlett. He grew up in Alberta, Canada in the 19th century. Growing up with many allergies, his father introduced him to a young girl named Rose, who would grow up to be his friend. Out of everyone in James's family, one of his best adversaries was their groundskeeper, Thomas Logan. But it was later revealed that James's mother was actually having an affair with Logan, with Thomas Logan, their groundskeeper. And not only that, but James's father began acting violent and rash, and had ordered Thomas Logan to leave. Later, he would return to try and convince James's mother to leave with him. But later on, when he returned to their home, Thomas Logan killed James's father in front of him, and it was at that point that he manifested his mutation, which is his claws in his knuckles, but they weren't laced with metal yet. Later in his life, when he was already an adult, he was captured by agents and taken to a facility where they were part of a program called the Weapon X Project. One of the doctors then was examining him, and he found out that he was a mutant. They laced his bones and his claws with the fictional metal adamantium, making him virtually indestructible. They also learned that he was too extreme and too dangerous to be contained, so he escaped whilst he was, at the time, going by the name Logan. After he escaped, he started working for the Canadian government, where he would be tasked with any order they commanded him. But not only that, later on, he received a message from Charles Xavier asking him to join the X-Men, and accepting, he left the Canadian government and became part of the mutant team. As well as having his claws, he also has regenerative capabilities, enhanced strength, and reflexes and agility. Not only that, he has made his way into mainstream movies for 17 years, being played by Hugh Jackman, who played him perfectly, absolutely perfectly. But Hugh Jackman has actually said that he thinks Tom Hardy could be the next Wolverine. And to be fair, I think he could play a younger Wolverine if they ever decide to do one. But in the upcoming X-Men movie, X-Men Dark Phoenix, it's said there won't be a Wolverine. It'll just revolve around the X-Men, no Wolverine. Well guys, that's it for my first origin, but be sure to come back next week for the second one, and this time we'll do it on one of DC's best heroes. So, I'll see you guys then.